Hey guys, as promised, we're going to do some day trading videos so you guys who are trading with me can understand the process that I'm going through as I put positions on. So we're looking at the S&P again from Friday. Let's just go over how this worked. Okay, on Friday, this line right here, see this line right here? Okay, this was up here on Friday. This line has since moved down to 141, right around here. But it was 142, 143 on Friday. It was 143 Friday, okay? So what we had Friday, we had to sell off a gap up in the morning, sell off all morning, put in a double bottom. Okay, let's do some, let's do this together, right? Double bottom here and here. As you can see, there's the two yellow bar reversal that gets us long the market. These green dots, okay, tell us there was a volume sell-off. This is the setup I love. Sell off all day, volume selling right to a location, which in this case was the 343 location. And look, it was a little above 343, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be exactly the price. This when it comes to using these option locations, you're looking for action around the location. Sometimes it's a little below the location, sometimes a little above, but right around that price we look for structure. So we got it on Friday over a half an hour period. Boom, boom. I love double bottoms over a half an hour. Those are one of my favorite setups. So we got it. We got the trigger. We got long the S&P. It rallied the whole rest of the day, going out right at the high. Okay? So you would put a trade on, which we did in, right here. Okay? The stop would be taking out the double bottom. Then you leave the thing on all day. Now, I cut it out and went and fished because the volatility just wasn't that great. I made some money. I decided to take that last hour off. But as you can see, it traded higher right into the last hour. So what you would typically do on a trade like this is put the position on. Your stop is taking out the double bottom. Then you let it trade all day. Don't get cute with it. Just let it trade all day. Okay, now, if it extends up to the average true range high of the day, we book a profit. If it extends up to like a key moving average, like this line right here, this yellow line right here, okay, then I would have booked some profit right there. If it doesn't extend to those things, then I just leave it alone all day, and then somewhere in the last 15 minutes, I decide to make a trade. You know, if it's too far away from the VWAP, I'll probably just cut the position out really, you know, probably right in here. Because it is a 50-50 chance it'll drop to the VWAP at the close. So I usually just book a profit. All right, so that was the market setup. So at 1 o'clock, 1:15, we were long the market. So now let's go look at the stocks that we traded. So we had SAIL in the portfolio, okay? So just you have to trust me on this one because I don't have it written in here any longer. But the key support, the key was $45. See this right in here? Okay? And actually, that's the setup again today. 45. Oh, actually, I still have it here. 45. It was this line right in here. Okay, that dashed line, that's our option support. So again, it set up a higher low during the same time frame as the market, and we bought this bar as it broke out. And we would have used 45 as our stop, which is taking out the low of the day. And it traded higher. We booked some profit, first standard deviation above the VWAP. And then it made a double top in here, and I booked the rest, right? And I decided to, you know, go fish. The stock didn't go anywhere the rest of the day. But that was a small trade we made some money on, right? Let's look at PayPal. Oops. Okay, PayPal, I highlighted as the trade I wanted to try to make during the day because of its option structure, and it didn't really go anywhere all day. And in fact, what we did here was, this would have taken us out, okay, had we not sold it already. So sometimes I use time as a reason. This was the entry point right in here, and it kind of drifted higher, tried to get to the VWAP and failed, right? And when it comes back below this median bar low, so I highlighted this bar, if you guys remember, this was called a median bar. When it takes out the low of the median bar, the trade's over. And so we would have been out right here. We sold it earlier because I think I took off, and I think we sold it earlier. So, but right here is the original, that's the real stop. And if you waited for a new low on the day, you would have gotten tripped out here right before it rallied to the VWAP. So, you know, not much happening on that trade, okay? And the reason we put that trade on is that the key support level was right in here. Oops, I just messed up that line. But you see what I'm saying? Right in here was the option support level. And you could see it never really traded below it. It just kept bouncing off of it. All right, but truth be told, there was never a really great trigger here. So, you know, that was probably the best trigger right there, which was the medium bars, and it just didn't go anywhere. You know, they don't all go somewhere. It's the way it is. Keep your losses small. Try to book your winners as best you can. And the last trade was Levi, which was kind of lots of fun because that was my son. And there was the setup. So the VWAP actually equaled the key options situation. So it was a beautiful trade right here. When the VWAP and the options are all at the same price, and of course also the 16 was the area right here, the opening range low. Okay, so that's your setup. We bought that breakout right here. So I like rallies up, pullbacks to the VWAP that hold, and then a trigger bar. Okay. And it rallied up. And what did we do? We sold the position off right there as it hit the ATR high of the day, which is that teal line. That's exactly the trade we're looking for. It hit that ATR high of the day and the trade was over. Okay? So I'm going to go do some more work between now and 9:30. I'm going to list for you in the Slack room under hashtag day trade what the key locations are of the stocks that have the right structure. And then we're going to wait to see if any of them trigger on a market reversal. That's our trading process. That's the ARMR Investing Day Trading Way. Okay? I'll see you guys in the Slack room.